All right, hello everyone. I'm Rob Westman. I'm the Executive Director for NAMI Utah. Thank you for being here at the NAMIWalks 2024. For those of you that were here last year, a little bit warmer this year, right? It's a little chilly. Okay, so thanks again for being here. We had almost double the number of registrants this year. We had more vendors. There's definitely more people here. So thank you so much for coming out, supporting mental health awareness. It's such a critical issue right now. And just seeing all the faces, talking to all the people that I haven't seen in a little while, as well as folks that I see quite often. So it's really nice to have everyone here. So we've got a few folks that are going to join us here. But first, we want to thank the wonderful city of West Jordan. Thank you. And next we have the mayor, Dirk Burton. Thanks, sir.
Thank you. I would try jumping up to talk to the mic, but I wouldn't stay up long enough. So I'm hey, welcome to West Jordan. We are so thrilled to have you here. And as he mentioned, the weather is so much nicer. You guys complained to me about the weather last year, so I pulled a couple of strings. We changed the weather. So much nicer today. Isn't this beautiful? This is great. Thank you for coming back every year to West Jordan. This is so important to our city, to us, and to our residents. And for those of you who are outside the city, thanks for coming out here and doing this. Sometimes we think that we are different than other people, but every one of us has struggles. Every one of us has some difficulties. And as we work together, we can lighten each other's loads, help lift each other, and support each other, and we can get through this life and have a great time. Right now, over here, we have a healing field over here by our senior center. We have children with disabilities that are over there playing baseball. When you do your walk and you go past there, take a moment and take a look at that and check them out. Sometimes our disabilities are hidden. You can't see them. Theirs are a little bit more obvious. You can see them. But we all have different challenges that we go through. Support them in their challenges as you support others in theirs as you go through. So take a minute and stop by and say hi to them. I have another event I'm heading over to real soon, but I want to stop here and say hi to you and welcome you to this event. And in West Jordan, along with other cities, we have a lot of construction going on. Sometimes we get caught in this construction traffic, and it kind of stresses us out. Well, that's the opposite we want to have happen. So I have these cool stress cones, and I'm going to share them with some of you guys here. So when you get caught in construction traffic, instead of getting mad, just give this a couple of good squeezes, and you will feel better. Okay, because we don't want people stressed out when they're driving on the streets in West Jordan, do we? West Jordan is also known as the home of the good neighbor. And as if we keep doing things for other people, we become better neighbors and better people. And we appreciate that. We appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Have a great walk. Thank you.
Now that we have our stress cones, should be doing okay. All right, so the next person I want to introduce, our title sponsor for the event, the Department of Health and Human Services. We have Tyler Haven.
Hey, thank you so much, Rob. Thank you so much to everybody for coming out and being here. At DHHS, we have done a lot of work with NAMI through our various sub-organizations, and we're just so pleased to be here and so happy to support such a great event. And at DHHS, we do a lot of work around mental health, and our organizations are so focused on that, specifically for youth and for teens. We have an array of services that are designed to help keep youth in their homes so that they can develop coping skills while they're with their families, while they're in their schools, rather than having to send them somewhere else, because we know that can kind of suck for everybody that's involved. And again, we're just so happy to be able to be here to to kind of promote that and to support NAMI in this. And we'd love it if you come over and talk to us at our table. We don't have a lot of swag, but we do have a cat, so come say hi to the cat. And yeah, thanks everybody for being here, and have a great walk and a fantastic day.
Okay. Let's see. Next up, we have Amber. Whoa! Do you just want to hold it, or do you want it in the thing?
Hi, I'm Amber. I like crafting with my friends and pretending to garden. I love animals and nature. I am a proud wife, mom of 3 great kids, and a Amma to 1 perfect grandson. I'm excited to share my mental health story with you all today. I first started struggling with depression as a teenager. When I was 17, I experienced a major trauma that disrupted my life. The way I dealt with it was to run away from my old life. I got married, moved out of state, and alienated myself from everyone I loved. For 35 years, I saw various therapists and tried different meds. I was getting along okay. In 2017, I developed epilepsy, which made managing my mental health more difficult. It wasn't until a year ago, at 50 years old, I was diagnosed with PTSD, severe anxiety, depression, and OCD. I was having episodes at work, and my symptoms were making it extremely difficult to function in public. I went from being a people person to one that hated almost everyone on site. I especially hated myself because I judged myself as weak. In early 2023, I was looking online for support groups I could attend. I found NAMI and became a participant. I was amazed how many people were struggling as I was. This whole time, I thought no one would ever understand me and what I was going through. Not only are there many of us, others offered practical ways of dealing with things that worked for them, real-world solutions. I found a community I belonged in. It gave me the desire to give back. Since becoming a peer-to-peer instructor and a facilitator for the Peer Recovery Connection Support Group, I have felt better and have been able to do more. I just started co-facilitating the in-person support groups on Monday nights, which I'm especially excited about. By being active in NAMI, I want the world to know I am not broken. I married my best friend in July and have started reconnecting with family. Instead of trying to understand the stigma related to mental health conditions, I have made it my goal to help remove it and make a brighter future for everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Amber. Okay, next we have Jeff Olson.
Hey, NAMIites. I'm Jeff Olson. This is my daughter, Stacy. This is really her story. I'm just the arm candy today. And Stacy has a little bit of a problem speaking in front of people, so we're going to share our story, okay? I currently work as a family-to-family facilitator as well as family group support and just everything else that NAMI asked me to do. So we're going to share our story, and it's a little tender, so hopefully this rings true for some of you and you get something out of it. In 2011, Stacy was living and studying in Missouri. One day it was like a switch flipped, and as we had talked to her, we noticed there was something different in her demeanor. We flew her home and saw her first manic and psychotic episodes. We were in unfamiliar territory and were unaware of what to do, like many of you have been. For the next few years, we visited hospitals and doctors trying to find a solution. I tell people all the time I couldn't even spell psychiatrist when this happened. Didn't know what to do. There was no guideline, there was no book. So for the next few weeks, she was hearing voices, talking to people who weren't there, and she spent weeks and sometimes months in the hospital getting treated. Sometimes the treatment worked, sometimes it made it worse. Some years later, thanks to a therapist we were seeing, she was diagnosed with schizoaffective disorder. And through various treatments and medications, we had become accustomed to treat her episodes, once claiming that she was Jesus Christ, she was Mary Magdalene, she was a 14-year-old boy one time. It was really hard on our family, something we had never expected. To say that these were disturbing behaviors is a vast understatement. It challenged us as parents as we tried to deal with the suicide attempts and violent outbursts. Finally, after years of trying to find a solution, we were introduced at Huntsman to ECT therapy. If you guys don't know what that is, it stands for electroconvulsive therapy, brain shock, essentially. And don't think of Russell Crowe and A Beautiful Mind. It's much better than that now. So, since 2020, and thanks to Huntsman over here, and through the ECT, we've experienced relative peace in our home, and Stacy has started to show signs that she is feeling much better. She's resumed her love of playing the piano. Actually, one day, just out of the blue, she used to play the piano a lot before all this happened, and one day she sat down at the piano and just started playing. She goes, I think I remember how to do this, and it was just a really cool experience. We're seeing more progress every day, week, and month. She accompanies me to Top Golf. If you guys don't know what that is, she beats me at Top Golf now, which is a really big deal. But she's my Top Golf buddy, she's my fishing buddy, hiking. We do a lot of things together now. And I'll say this, and hopefully for those of you who get it, she can even buy her own groceries now. And I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but it's pretty darn cool. I know that doesn't seem like a lot, but those little victories add up and are enabling us to do more and more and help her see the world that has been so closed off to her for so many years. Just the other day, she looked at me, see if I can get through this. She looked at me and she said, you know, Dad, I love you, but I need to get out and make more friends. Essentially, we need to see different people. We are the poster children for hope and for never giving up. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, for coming. So, can I get a wahoo? Woo! Oh, come on, a little more than that. One more time. What an awesome bunch. Thank you so much. Yes, I walk to stop the stigma. So, raise your hand if you've made a walk sign to carry. Woohoo! If you haven't, go right ahead. Raise your hand if you've gotten your face painted. All right, one more. Yeah. All right, let me hear a big wahoo from Valley. Check it out, guys. Look at how many that came. Thank you guys for coming. You're awesome. So I want to introduce to you, we have a little bit of time. We're going to start walking soon, but I want to let you guys know that you do have the opportunity to come over here to the videographer and share a short 60, 90-minute I walk because. If you would like to share that with us, we would love to hear from you. You also have the opportunity to sign on the I was here. And all of our social handles are QR codes on that sign. We have a YouTube. Did you guys know we have a YouTube? So the videos from today will be on YouTube later, so you'll want to watch for that. You can also follow us on Facebook and Instagram. So next I want to introduce you to a friend of mine, Kelly Rose. So come on up, Kelly Rose. Kelly Rose is a yoga instructor. I have her little bio on my phone. But she is going to share her story. But I've known Kelly for a little while. She's been a massage therapist for 20 years and a yoga instructor for 4 years. She has her own lived experience. But the reason I invited Kelly was a couple reasons. One, because well, she has lived experience. too is because I know the power of yoga and stretching, and she's going to tell you that a little bit in her story. And she has an online yoga course that she will tell you about also. If you haven't visited her yet, her table is here on the end of the row in the middle. Stop by and see her. So she's going to give us all a little warm up. Yeah? Woo! I don't know about you, but my body is a little bit older and it is stiff. And so before I walk, I know how important it is to stretch. So if you want to stretch with her, she will do that. But I'm going to give it over to Kelly. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for that introduction. Like she said, my name is Kelly Rose. I own my own business called Rose Rejuvenation. I'm just at a table right over here. I started my yoga journey doing yoga. I got diagnosed with a spinal cord condition, a rare spinal cord condition about 10 years ago. And I started doing yoga as a way to heal my body. And I was able to find that what was healing about yoga for me, yes, the stretching and the breathing and all of that was so helpful. But what it truly was is I stopped running from my pain and I started listening to it for the first time. Sorry, I get emotional about it. But I stopped running from my pain and I started listening to it. I started addressing it. I started focusing on what it was trying to tell me. And the same goes for mental health. I've had my own struggles with mental health my whole life, and I've created programs with my massage training and my yoga training. I'm a trauma-trained yoga therapist, and I have created a self-love 6-week program, an online yoga for anxiety. I teach yoga for chronic pain, for headaches and back pain, all sorts of things like that. And then I also do a kid and teen yoga, teaching kids how to use coping skills to relieve all the emotions of life through yoga. And I've just used my own journey to be able to help those around me and be able to heal through the power of yoga and massage. So if you want to come over to my booth and get more information about any of that, please do. We have fun prizes. You can enter to win a free massage or 50% off one of my yoga programs. I would love to see you over there. So I'm going to do a little bit of a warm-up with you guys. So if you want to do some yoga, gather around. Let's stretch it out a little bit. I teach yoga for all bodies. All bodies can do yoga. I don't know. Maybe I do. So when I teach yoga, I always teach starting with an affirmation. An affirmation is just something you need to hear from yourself, to yourself, from yourself. So today's affirmation, I want it to be why you're walking today. So I want you to put your hand over your heart, close your eyes, think about why you are walking today. Maybe an affirmation of I am enough, I am not alone, looking at all these people around us. Just focusing on why you're here today, focusing on hope. Taking a deep breath in through your nose and out through your nose. Starting to open your eyes. We're just going to start kind of moving our hips from side to side. So just moving your hips from side to side. I'll try to hold the mic while I'm doing all of this. That'll be fine. Just kind of moving your hips from side to side. I guess I could put it here, right? I'll just yell real loud. I'm pretty loud. All right. We'll put it. That'll work. Can you guys hear me okay? Okay. We're just going to do some hula hoops with our hips. So just kind of shifting from side to side. Just kind of moving our hips, getting ready to move our hips for our walk today. Rotate the opposite direction. And we're going to come into our first warrior pose. So if you have chronic pain or have any mental health struggles, you are a warrior. So coming with your right foot forward, your left foot back. Your left foot is at a 90 or a 45-degree angle this way. Your foot is this way. Hips over knees over ankles. And you're gonna bring your arms up. Relax your shoulders. Bring in your abs. Warrior one. You're doing yoga. Woo! You did it. Okay, from here you're gonna come into warrior two. So you're gonna shift your belly to the forward. Arms come out to a T. And lean forward just a little bit, making sure you can see that front toe still. I'm gonna move my phone. Oh my God. There we go. From here, we're gonna come into reverse warrior. So you're gonna flip that top hand, back hand comes to your leg and lift up. Reaching into those ribs, feeling that strength in your legs as you get ready to walk. From here, you're gonna come to the middle. So you're just gonna kind of do a straddle splits in the middle, and you're just gonna come down with your arms on your elbows and just let gravity stretch. Just let gravity stretch. You're not trying to stretch, you're just letting gravity stretch your body. Rock from side to side. And then you're gonna kind of go from side to side with your legs. Just stretch out the sides of your legs. Okay, now we're gonna come to those warriors on the other side. Left foot forward, right foot back at that 45-degree angle. Shifting your belly forward, lift up, relax your shoulders. Warrior one. And everybody shout, I am a warrior! I am a warrior! Woo! Okay, coming into warrior two, shifting to the side, abs come in. Lean forward. Flipping that hand, coming into that reverse warrior. Lift up, feel that stretch in the side of your body, feel the strength in your legs. Okay, coming back to that middle, just stretching out your legs. And now we're just gonna do a forward fold with your legs together. So coming together, and then come down, let gravity stretch you. So just hang, slight bend in your knees. You can grab opposite elbows and rock from side to side. Okay, all the way back up to standing. And now we're gonna do a balance pose. So if you have somebody that you're with, you can lean on them for this if you want. So, yeah. Okay, so you're gonna come with your right leg up. You can grab onto somebody else if you need them. Just like mental health. Crossing your leg over. And you can come with your hands here or here or here. And then you're just gonna sit down until you feel a stretch in your hip. Ooh, yeah. Oh, yeah, they're feeling it. You feeling it? Can I hear an oh, yeah? Oh, yeah. Okay, inhale, come back up. Other side. Left leg comes up, cross over, coming down. Feeling it more on one side or the other maybe, right? Grabbing onto a friend if you need their support in this pose. Okay, coming back up. And just shake it out. Get ready, we're gonna walk. Who's ready to walk today? Woo! Okay, we're gonna do one last little breath and affirmation. So hand over your heart to close our practice today. And every time I close a yoga practice, I say namaste, which means the light within me loves and acknowledges the light within all of you, which I find very beautiful. So namaste, everybody. Okay, breathing one last affirmation, whichever one you chose or why you're here today to start your walk. Thinking of hope. Breathe in deep, all the way to the top of your breath. Exhale out through your mouth, release. Shake it out. Have a good walk, everybody. Come see me at my booth. See ya.
You ready? Okay.